City and Country, first of its kind in Canada, importing their own grapes to make their wine here in Calgary.
You're the
all
first
over the
in
world.
Canada.
Yeah, all over the world, yes.
So Chris, if you want to talk a little bit about City and Country, and I'll explain why we're here and what we're going to do with the analyzer in front of me.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Dan and gentlemen, for coming by and sharing a glass of wine with me. City and Country started as a dream from working in hospitality and working in various wineries to get away from any one piece of terroir and to be able to buy grapes from notable appellations, vineyards, and from all over the world. So we could be making wine literally 8 months of the year in Calgary instead of utilizing our equipment just once. So we took the concept of a regular winery and we expanded it. And I think that's what makes City and Country and Intrepid such great partners, because we're always looking for different things in which we can apply our expertise to.
Why is this measurement required in wine? And one explanation we found was that people are more interested now in data, what they're consuming. So even though City and Country makes it as natural as possible, we are actually able to measure with E&H instrumentation the pH content of each wine that they produce. But I'm going to introduce the partners of Intrepid Group to do their own testing and see how close they can get to the actual pH of this wine.
So I know the pH. Nobody else here at the table
Nobody
knows
knows.
the pH.
No, we're going to figure it out, yeah.
And so you could take a smell first, and this has a very different nose than a lot of rosés. We call this rosé for red wine drinkers. This is an incredible pairing wine. The grapes are sourced from the Similkameen Valley, and it's actually a blend of 4 different varietals. Viognier is the base of this blend, and then we have Merlot, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot to round out this blend. It becomes very full, very
It is
different.
full, yeah.
Now another hint, and please sip away as you like, gentlemen, figure it out. Another hint on the pH is that wine's pH you want between 3 and 4.
And are any of your wines
Three and
above or
4.
below that?
And so a lot of wine will start out that way until you balance it.
Oh, really?
So this wine has been balanced,
Oh, I
which
didn't know
gives
that.
us much better flavor.
Okay.
So it's not too sharp, or it's not too flat, or it's not too
It's great
round.
flavor.
It's not.
It's got a lot of flavor.
This idea started in
Started in Penticton, yeah, absolutely. And I've had wonderful friends and partners in the Okanagan Valley and specifically in Penticton at their winery that have really helped this dream come together, from literally teaching everything, because everything you thought you knew is most of it's wrong, and how you need to do it is like this, and that's been phenomenal over the last
It's
year.
because we've seen such a rise in the local breweries and distilleries that Calgary, most of Canada, is missing something like this, an urban winery.
Thank you. So guesses. Ideal pH is somewhere between 3 and 4. So that's
I'll pick 3.5.
okay.
We're going to the 100.
Oh, 3.52.
I'm going with pi, 3.14.
159.
I love it. That's great. What do you think?
I said
Well, I know the
3.3.
pH, but
Yeah, I know it's
I'll,
3 even.
Yeah.
didn't know.
Okay.
what causes a pH change?
Yeah, so pH is a direct relation in wine with tartaric acid. And that exists naturally in the grapes, but then we can balance it by supplementing what's already in the finished wine. And then typically we have to from grapes sourced around North America, bring the pH down because it's too high. And with that, we'll get off flavors and off aromas and things that just don't taste pleasant. And then we won't get as long or as good as a shelf life from that either, because the balance is now off. So you're used to tasting wine that's balanced. So we will balance it. Yeah.
Yes, the Similkameen
Okay.
Rosé.
It's a Similkameen.
The pH, drum roll, the highest of all wines, 3.69.
The highest. Well, that's a hint for the coming up.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go
thinking?
2.72.
I'm sure it's 3.8.
Okay, so this is 2019 Okanagan grown Pinot Noir.
Okay.
We vinified here in Calgary and then bottled it. This is going to get a lot more bottle age than other wines. So this is still a very young wine. We would call it bright, juicy, and it has an incredible color and clarity to it.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful food wine. And I'll let you gentlemen smell it, because one of the things we think of here at City and Country is you smell what you smell, you describe it how you describe it, the same with taste, And we just have, great wine. These grapes are from the Okanagan.
Oh, yeah, sorry, these are-
Specifically, the Skaha bench. So
Where's that?
that
That's
is
south?
southern-ish Okanagan, south of Penticton, east side of the lake, directly below Naramata.
That really helps me with the pH calculation. Thank you.
Yeah, so that should,
Well,
that's all the hints you're getting.
And you did make this here?
This was made here, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Which when we say made here, it's vinified here. So it's grown somewhere else and vinified here.
That
So
sounds like you're
Vinified
stealing.
is a
we
word.
take it, it's vinified, yes, we take it from grapes or juice, and then we introduce the yeast to it most of the time, sometimes not, and then it turns into wine. So we use some of our oak alternatives in this.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Because we don't use barrels here at City and Country.
So how do you flavor oak without using a barrel? Flavor with oak.
Yeah, so we would use staves, which are literally the ribs or the pieces of the barrel that we then put in the wine. And then we would also use chips. A lot of wineries use chips in different ways right after they crush a wine. Okay,
Okay, what do you
guesses. Let's start down at the end. for
Yeah,
Campbell.
I did first last
Thinking
time.
about it hard, yeah.
3.254.
No, I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna go 3.567.
Oh,
I'll split the difference and I'll go 3.38.
Okay.
closest without going over, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Dietrich.
Yeah.
The real pH is 2019 Okanagan Pinot Noir, 3.62.
Wow, okay, it's one and
I
one
thought
and
this
0.
was.
So third and final wine. This is the flagship wine of City and Country. Chris, tell us what we're about to try.
And we're going to have 2017 Okanagan Red Blend. So we always name our wines after where they're grown and if they're a blend or a varietal. And this is a blend of 2/3 Merlot and 1/3 Cabernet Franc.
Okay,
Shall we taste?
Is that a clue?
yeah.
Yes.
It could be.
Well, this should help you guys out. Last hint I'll give. 6 grams per liter of tartaric acid. Do the conversion in your head.
What were the others?
Yeah. Okay,
It's
yeah, that's kind of nice.
I think it's more
aftertaste.
acidic.
I like that.
Very full, very
Yeah.
rich, but smooth.
Fruity though, too.
Fruity, cassis, maybe some mocha.
Yeah,
Okay, you say. Okay.
it's like coffee.
Yeah, you got that.
All right, let's do some guessing.
Okay,
Okay.
Final.
Well, I'm gonna go first because I haven't gone first yet.
that's right, yeah.
And fundamentally, I've been selling PH for 27 years of my career now.
I believe in you.
So,
It's amazing since you're only 29.
well, it really is. Well, we had a hot tub. Early.
Started young,
Really
eh?
hot tub. And a waterbed before that. Do
Yeah.
you know what a waterbed is?
No, never. Sounds old.
No, but in my PH experience, I got to tell you, that is
old.
3.278.
Oh, that's a spicy one.
Oh,
That's that there
That's a spicy
is.
one.
spicy. So
Okay.
okay, I'll go next. I'll go a little higher. Oh, 3.42.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll tie it
I'm
up.
going to give a word of advice to this young man. Don't get a waterbed. Because you and your partner will drift apart. Anyway. I am going south of Sean. This is you in 3.27.
2.7.
I'll be 3.1 then. Oh no.
Pretty out.
Oh,
You need a digit.
3.19.
Even spicier.
1.9.
Okay.
The 2007 flagship wine of City and Country, Urban Winery, Okanagan Red, comes in at a pH of 3.55.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Sorry,
Wow.
I can only say
I
that.
don't know if those results are correct.
Tom. Well, we're going to be testing
We're gonna
them.
have to be
Don't worry
testing
about
Yeah,
it.
well,
Yeah, exactly. I want to recount.
God.